Hi everyone, it is about 9 p.m. on Tuesday, July 29th. I am sitting outside and it is pretty dark, but I could use my flashlight and start telling ghost stories. Ooh, just kidding. Not going to do that today. Instead, I'm going to talk about two books that I got today at Half Price Books. If you don't know what that is, it's like a bookstore that you can sell and buy books from, and they're cheaper. The two I got weren't actually used though. They're from they also have a section or some books where it's new books that are still half price. So the two I got is 1001 Things to Love About Military Life. And I'll talk about this one more in a minute. The other one I got is Today's Military Wife, the 6th edition, and Meeting the Challenges of Service Life. And I realized that I'm not a military wife currently. But I was looking at the book at the bookstore, and there's a lot of stuff in here that would be helpful to more than just a wife. So I think it will be a really good read and resource for me as a military girlfriend. So I'm going to talk about 1001 Things to Love About Military Life and my first impressions of this book. Okay, so I'm just going to read the back of the book to you real quick. It says challenge, risk, courage, pride, I can't talk today. Patriotism. I'm killing that word. Okay, so a first of its kind celebration of military life. 1001 Things to Love About Military Life chronicles the many traditions, advantages, and experiences that military members and their family love and share. Written for veterans, active military personnel, and military family and friends. This book highlights some of the people, places, sentiments, and ceremonies that make today's military what it is. So if you don't already know, my boyfriend Jacob is at boot camp to become a United States Marine. He is at San Diego, and this is his second week there, so he won't graduate until October 17th. I'm looking forward to that date. But anyway, so that's this book, and my first impression of it is that it's going to be helpful. I kind of flipped through some of the pages, and there's stuff for like what it said on the back: friends, family, active duty, veterans. There's stuff for everybody in here. So obviously it's 1001 Things to Love About Military Life, but there's pages where it's it gives you websites, good websites, just lists of all this military stuff. I think I'm going to be using it a lot for my videos, so you'll get more of a feel for this book if you continue to watch my YouTube videos. Okay, it's getting really dark outside, so I have my flashlight on my phone shining on my face, making me look extremely pale, but that's okay. I'm just going to read you the first couple. There's a list of the 1001 Things to Love About Military Life. The first one is the opportunity to learn new skills and gain experience that will change your life. And I couldn't agree more. Just already, I'm not into military life that much. My boyfriend, this is his second week at boot camp. Granted, he knew he wanted to join for a really long time, and so I've been around the idea of it for a long time, but I've learned so many new skills and have had so many new experiences just based on the fact that he's immersed in this lifestyle. So I can't imagine how many new skills he's learned already in his first 2 weeks at boot camp. So for them to put that as the first one in the book, I strongly applaud. Anyway, number 2, pride of service, becoming part of a team that values making a difference by serving others. And there's a couple quotes under all of these, so I'm not going to read all the quotes because that would take forever. But anyway, pride of service, becoming part of a team that values making a difference by serving others. I obviously am not an active duty member. I am a girlfriend, but I can already say that like I feel like I am part of a team just with the other girlfriends, like in our Facebook support page. I feel like we are part of a team that values making a difference by serving others. Like we value our men and what they're doing, and together we're a big team. And honestly, I just already feel so supported, loved, encouraged by these other girlfriends, fiancés, wives, significant others. Moving on. Number 3, Military Occupational Specialty, MOS, Air Force Specialty Code, AFSC, or rating. Learning a skill that will transfer into civilian life. I'm not sure what I just read out loud. That one was really confusing, and I'm not going to spend any more time on it because I want to move on. Lots of people out tonight. Lots of teenagers. Anyway, military leadership training, which is often copied into the civilian world. And I couldn't agree more with this one either. I can all the things that Jacob is learning at boot camp is going to shape him into a Marine, but also into a man. And I'm excited to meet with this new Marine in October. I can definitely see him transferring all these things that he's learning into his civilian life, and that will just overall make him a better person. And I think that the things that, as a wife or a girlfriend, the things you learn from being connected with someone in the military, you also transfer into your daily life. And then another one is the opportunity to live in foreign countries. Okay, and as far as I know, you have to be, to live with your Marine in a foreign country, like if he's stationed somewhere else, he has to be E5 or higher to take a dependent, and you have to be married. So this one doesn't really apply to me, but if Jacob gets the opportunity to live in Japan or Australia or Germany or anything, it would completely suck because I couldn't go with him. Like, that would suck. But for him to have that opportunity, I could never hold him back from. And that would be, I can just imagine that would be an amazing experience. All I want to do with my life is travel, volunteer, and help kids. Like, I want to be a teacher who travels and volunteers in the summertime. So to be able to live in another country would just be such an eye-opener. So again, I couldn't agree more with that one. And then it gives an example for that one about Germany, living in Germany. And then, okay, so another thing about this book is it has this list. So I'm on like the second page of this list, and then I just got to like this first little box. I don't know if you can see that. It's like a box for you to write in. And this one is, what interesting foreign life experiences have you had? So I'm not going to fill out this book. I'm just going to leave it all blank. And maybe I'll gift it to Jacob at one point so he can fill out some of this stuff. There's some that don't apply, that wouldn't apply to Jacob, that would apply to me as like a significant other. But obviously that box right now does not apply to me. Okay, just a couple more on this book. So another 1001 of the things to love about military life. It says, a way up and out of a small town, big city, bad situation, or simply a rut. So yeah, I agree with this one too. I have a feeling I'm going to agree with like every single one in this book. But I'm just giving you these as like examples of what the book is like. And this one, like, for Jacob, he didn't come from any bad situation or rut. Like, Jacob came from a great home, a great family, a great life. He's been very privileged, very lucky. This is just what he wanted to do. He wanted to be a Marine, and now he's going after his dream. But I totally, like, I know and I totally agree that it's a way out of a rut for people who have not as good circumstances as Jacob. Like, joining the military is an amazing way to pull yourself up and make yourself into something more. Okay, and then the last one I'm going to read to you tonight is Developing a Work Ethic and Discipline That Sticks With You for the Rest of Your Life. Okay, and I'm not going to lie, Jacob's work ethic is not the strongest of all work ethics. He's extremely smart, but just like when it came to school, for example, his like work ethic toward doing homework, it was so low. He could have passed with like straight A's if he'd just done homework. Like, he was amazingly smart, and he always knew the right answers, but he just didn't apply himself. And it was kind of like that with his job too. Like he didn't really want to work that much and stuff. But I have a very strong feeling that when he comes out of boot camp, that is going to be like complete opposite. So we'll see, but I love him either way. So that's all the ones I'm going to read for you right now. I'm going to put my little bookmark in. But so far, I absolutely love this book, and it's going to be a great read. And I think it'll be a good read like when I'm feeling down or not liking the military so much at certain points in my life. It'll be good to like pick it up and remind myself of 1001 things to love about military life. Okay, so I'm not going to talk so much about the other book that I got too, but so far I would definitely recommend both of these books. I know it says wife on the one, but even if you're not a wife, like if you're a girlfriend like I, they're both fairly easy reads, and I think that I'm going to learn a lot from reading them, and I'll share what I learn with you here. So if you don't like reading, just check back often. But just a small update. We still have not received a letter from Jacob, but it should probably come by the end of the week. I'm hoping for Thursday. It could be Friday, it could be Saturday. I'll let you know when we receive one and tell you how long it took to receive it from the day he first arrived at boot camp. Yeah, so that's pretty much all I have for you tonight. I hope you all have an amazing night, and I will hopefully see you back soon. Good night.